We got another 1 in 10 shiny odds event in Pokemon Go. Here are the best tips for it. Let's get into it. Okay, the Sparring Partners Raid Day is going to be going down Sunday, April 13th from 2 to 5 p.m. your local time. This is the first raid day where we're going to have 3 raid bosses at the same time. Mega Heracross, Hariyama, and Scraggy, which all 3 of them can be shiny with a rate of 1 in 10. This is an interesting event. We've never seen this before. Nonetheless, during the event bonuses, Mega Heracross, Hariyama, and Scraggy will be spawning at every single gym throughout the event, Mega Heracross being a tier 4 boss, Hariyama being a tier 3, and Scraggy being a tier 1. You'll be able to claim 5 additional raid passes from spinning photo discs at gyms for a total of 6 on the day, and gyms will refresh every 30 minutes. The remote raid limit will also be increased on April 12th, 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time to April 13th, 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, where you can do 20 remote raids every single day. And of course, these can be used on other raid bosses and before and after the event. There'll be a free timed research during the event that will give you the rewards of 10,000 Stardust, as well as a bonus of 1,000 Stardust extra for completing raid battles. So for a total of 2,000 Stardust every raid battle. There's also a move update starting with this event and continuing afterwards. Hariyama, Heracross, and Scraggy can learn the new charge attack Upper Hand. This is a fighting type charge move that will do 50 damage in raids and gyms, 70 damage in GBL, and a chance to lower the opponent's Pokemon's defense. Now, we don't know if this move will be good for raids or GBL at the current time, and we don't know what the odds of the debuff in GBL will be, but the good thing about this move is it can be learned by a lot of Pokemon. That includes Poliwrath, Toxicroak, Gallade, Conkeldurr, Cobalion, Virizion, Talonflame, Hawlucha, Hisuian Decidueye, Komodo, and Hakamo, Sneasler, Quaquaval, and Pawmot. So potentially we could get a move update at the new PvP season at the end of May where the Pokemon can learn this move. Now there is of course a ticketed add-on you can buy during the event for $5 USD in the in-game shop or in the web store for $5 USD. If you buy it in the web shop, the Sparring Partners Raid Day Ultra Box, it will also give you a free battle pass. So if you're going to buy this ticket, buy it through the web shop, you're going to get a free pass. Also, if you do buy this ticket, you can get points towards your Go Rewards point system, which is a new point system in Pokemon Go. Every time you purchase stuff, it can work you towards premium items like battle passes and incubators. Now, if you do buy this ticket, you will get the following bonuses from 2 to 5 p.m. local time on the day of additional 8 raid passes from spinning photo discs at gyms for a total of 14 on the day, increased chance to get rare XL candy from raid battles, 50% more XP from raid battles, and 2 times Stardust from raid battles. Nonetheless, let's get right into the tips. First of all, how do we take down these Pokemon? First off, we have Heracross. Heracross, if you defeat it, you'll get some Mega Energy depending how fast you took it down, as well as a chance to catch Heracross, which is 100% IV, will be 1772 non-weather boosted and 2215 weather boosted in rainy and cloudy weather. This is a regional Pokemon, so if you don't have it, good chance to get it. Heracross is going to be weak to Fire, Psychic, Fairy, and 4 times weak to Flying, so you kind of know what we're going to be using as our counters. Heracross Mega Evolution, by the way, costs 200 Mega Energy. Best counters to take down Heracross in order are going to be Mega Rayquaza, Shadow Salamence, Shadow Moltres, Shadow Staraptor, Mega Salamence, Enamorus, Yveltal, Mega Pidgeot, Shadow Ho-Oh, Shadow Zapdos, Salamence, Braviary, Shadow Honchkrow, Shadow Unpheasant, Staraptor, Moltres, and Tornadus Therian form. You can solo this very, very easily, so don't worry about taking it down. Next up, we have Hariyama, which is going to be a 3-star boss. Defeat a Hariyama and you'll have the chance to catch it. It's 100% IV, 1616 non-weather boosted, and 2020 weather boosted in cloudy weather. Hariyama is weak to Flying, Psychic, and Fairy type, and the best counters will be similar with Mega Rayquaza, Shadow Mewtwo, Mega Alakazam, Mewtwo, Rayquaza, Shadow Salamence, Mega Gardevoir, Mega Gallade, Mega Latios, Shadow Staraptor, Enamorus, and Shadow Moltres. Another easy soloable raid boss, so you don't really need that many people. Finally, Scraggy. I'm not even gonna give you guys counters on how to take it down, but it's 100% IV, is 784 non-weather boosted and 980 weather boosted in foggy and cloudy weather. Don't worry about counters, this thing will just instantly die. Which bosses are worth raiding though? Well, first of all, hands down, Mega Heracross is really the best Pokemon to take on, and Mega Heracross actually already had a raid day, so that's why this event is interesting. Nonetheless, it is the #1 bug type attacker in Pokemon Go. Really, really good for raid bosses like Hoopa Unbound, and it is the #2 fighting type attacker in Pokemon Go behind Mega Lucario with counter in close combat. Maybe Upper Hand will make this #1, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll leave that in the pinned comments about how good Upper Hand is. Again, it isn't also a regional Pokemon, so it's hard to get candies and XL candies for, so that's why you really want to raid that Pokemon. If you do want a shiny Hariyama or a shiny Scraggy, you can raid those Pokemon, but I would probably just avoid them. I don't really know why they're included in this raid day, but they're there if you want them. I will say the promo pick for this event promotes that Hariyama and Scraggy are going to be good Pokemon in GBL with this move, but the problem is this is a raid day, so your IV floor is 10-10-10, meaning you can't get PvP IVs on these Hariyamas and Scraggies. So if you need candies for them, you can grind them that way, but if not, just add Upper Hand to your already existing Hariyamas and Scraggies. Also, it's weird because they don't really state that Scrafty can learn this move, so I don't know why you would ever want to use a Scraggy with upper hand. Another good thing about this event though is Blacephalon and Stakataka remote raids. These Ultra Beasts are currently in raids at the time when the raid day is happening, and they are region locked to the Western and Eastern Hemisphere. You're going to get 20 remote raid passes or remote raids available during the day. So if you don't really care about Mega Heracross or any of these Pokemon, use your raid passes on those Pokemon. And their shinies are making a debut, so really good opportunity to do that. Nonetheless, Heracross is a hard Pokemon to get candy for, so how do we grind and take advantage of getting this Pokemon in raids and getting the most amount of candy? First of all, use Pineapple Berries on any Heracrosses you catch. Regular Pineapple Berries multiply catching by 2 and Sodas by 2.33. You can also Mega Evolve a Pokemon. If you're not using Mega Rayquaza to absolutely destroy Mega Heracross, I would recommend Mega Evolving a Fighting or a Bug type Mega. When a Pokemon is Mega Evolved, any Pokemon you catch that shares a type with the Mega, you'll get more candy, XP, and XL candy for catching Pokemon of that type. So Mega Evolve either a Mega Heracross, Mega Blaziken, Mega Medicham, Mega Lucario, Mega Lopunny, Mega Gallade, Mega Pinsir, or Primal Kyogre. Also, every time you trade away a Pokemon this season, you're getting a guaranteed XL candy. So any single Heracross, Hariyama, Scraggy you catch, you can actually just trade them away and you're going to get one guaranteed XL candy for them. A good opportunity to grind candies if you need more for those Pokemon. Also a good opportunity to grind and re-roll for IVs, because every time you trade away a Pokemon, the IVs will re-roll. Finally, you can go ahead and transfer Pokemon. There is no more 2x transfer candy event for the month of April, so subscribe here on the channel. I'll update you when in May we have a 2x transfer candy event. You can hold on to your Heracrosses until then, transfer them then. Now you need 35 Platinum Medals go from level 48 to 49 Pokemon Go. Which one should we work on during the event? Of course, you got your Fighting type medal. The Fighting type Pokemon are in raids, so you can work on that. Same thing with the Bug Catcher medal. Catch without other bug types. Heracross is a bug type. Oh, and I guess Scrafty is a dark type. So of course, you can work on your Raid Expert medal. Make the Raid Battle Trainer achievement screen 500 times. You're going to be doing raids, so you can work on this medal. And same thing with the Champion medal, win 2000 raids. I would highly recommend actually doing raids with a friend as well, because your Rising Star Duo medal, win 2000 raids with a friend. Good chance to just knock a bunch of these out with a buddy. Also, the Rising Star medal to fit 150 species of Pokemon in raids. If you're asking why you should ever do a Hariyama or a Scraggy raid, if you're going to do at least one, just so you can get a point towards this medal if you've never raided that species. If you do some remote raids on the day, you can go ahead and trade those Pokemon away for the Pilot medal. Cover 10 million kilometers across all Pokemon trades. If a Pokemon was remote raided from a distance, you can trade it with a locally caught Pokemon and stack up a lot of kilometers. Also, attending a community ambassador meetup, you can work on your community member medal. Check in a community ambassador meetup on 100 different days. Community ambassador meetups, we'll get into them, why they're worth going to, but it's going to be a good place to go find other people to raid with. And if you actually end up just catching a bunch of Mega Heracrosses and have a bunch of Mega Energy for them, could be worth it. Just Mega Evolve 2 Heracrosses back and forth to work on your successor medal. Mega Evolve Pokemon 1,000 times. Not a bad, like if you have too much Mega Energy, you're never going to use it, you might as well. Now remember to go ahead and set a buddy that's at least a great buddy level. This will give you the catch buddy bounce back. So anytime you end up missing a ball in the day, your buddy can bounce it back. Also, setting the circle is a good strategy to use on raid days to make it easier to catch Pokemon. These Pokemon are pretty easy to catch, but it pretty much just requires you to hold down the circle until the circle size is one you want. Let go of that Pokeball, and then when the Pokemon attacks, right before the end of the attack, throw the Pokeball, so when it lands, it's going to be hitting that circle at the size you set it to. Really, really good for legendaries. Also, to make these raid days a lot more efficient, activate Iceburn Adventure Effect from White Kyurem. This will give you a 1.5 times catch multiplier when catching Pokemon, so you can catch Pokemon way quicker, so have Iceburn active. Also, remember to download all assets in the advanced section of your settings. This will download all assets to your phone, so you're going to have a much smoother gameplay experience. I usually do this at least once a week to make sure I'm updated with all the assets. Also, you can turn on native refresh rate in your advanced settings, which will use your phone's native refresh rate. It'll use a bit more battery, but it's going to make your gameplay experience much smoother. Now, if you want to do more raids, you can actually save your raid pass from the day before leading into this event. So my free pass on the Saturday, I'm not going to use it. So then I can do 7 raids on the Sunday for the raid day. Also, mega raids do get you 10,000 XP per raid. If you buy that ticket, 15,000 XP. With the Lucky Egg active, that's 20,000 XP or 30,000 XP with the ticket. A lot of opportunities to grind XP. Really good if you want to go ahead and level up, activate Lucky Eggs. And the best way to actually activate Lucky Eggs is to join a party. If you party up with your 4 friends and use a Lucky Egg, everyone's going to get double value out of your Lucky Eggs. So party up with your friends, tell everybody, hey, drop 4 Lucky Eggs. You can guys get way more out of your Lucky Eggs. Really good for any groups that want to grind a lot of XP during this day. Also, you can go ahead and do that strategy with star pieces. We are getting boosted Stardust per raid you complete, with 2,000 normally, 3,000 with a ticket, even more with a star piece. So follow that strategy, share your star pieces if you also want to grind Stardust during this day. Do remember, by the way, that timed research gives you a bonus of 1,000 Stardust extra after each raid. So complete it as quick as possible before you do too many raids. It's not really good when you complete the timed research at the end of the event, because then you just completely missed out on that bonus that you get by completing completing the timed research. Now, if you do want to evolve Galarian Yamask into Runerigus or Hisuian Quillfish into Overquill, make it your buddy and win 10 raids during this event. Also, Galarian Farfetch into Surfetch, you need to make it your buddy and land 10 Excellent Throws. Heracross, Hariyama, not too hard of an Excellent Throw Pokemon. Finally, Pancham to evolve it into Pangoro, you need to make it your buddy catch 32 Dark-type Pokemon. Scraggy is a Dark-type. If you're going ham on the Scraggy raids and you want to make that evolution, go after it. Also, if you are working on leveling up to level 50, here are some level up tasks you can work on during this event. Level 41, you need to make 3 Excellent Throws. We already talked about what Pokemon are easy for that. Level 42, you need to use 200 super effective charge attacks. Really good during raid days because you get the chance to just do so many charge attacks in the raid battles. Level 45, you need to make 50 Excellent Throws, and level 49, 999 Excellent Throws. So again, Hariyama, Heracross, good Excellent Throw Pokemon. Finally, make sure you attend a community ambassador meetup. If you go on Campfire and you sort by meetups, you can find community ambassador hosted meetups. And as long as they have that little rewards tab, you can get some special things out of it. By going to this meetup and checking in, you will get a free timed research with the task: use 12 berries to help catch Pokemon for 10 Pineapple Berries, win 2 raids for 5,000 XP, and use 3 super effective charge attacks for 15,000 Stardust. This will at the end get you 1 free battle pass. So when you go to these meetups, you can check in and get 1 battle pass for free. And that's going to be very useful during a raid day because that lets you do 1 more raid for completely free. You can do up to 8 free raids if you save a pass from the day before and you attend a meetup. And it also works in your medal. So attend the community ambassador meetups. I can't say it enough. Guys, watch the other 2 videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one. Good luck if you're playing this event or not. I'm actually going to play it because I still need a Hundo Heracross, but I could see why you would skip it and follow for more tips. Peace.